Welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway, qualifying just getting underway for the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing Leagues. If you want more information on those leagues, go check them out at dgsracing.com. Here you see the 15 of Jeremy Scher headed out on track on his out lap. A handful of drivers out there, about half the field, jumping out there early on. Watch Scher make his way around in the 15. First one out on track, so he gets the honor of being shown on his first qualifying lap. Then we'll start hopping around once the times pop in. Here comes Scher, put down his first lap, 31.82. Jump to the top of the charts until Ian Montrose in the one knocks him down. Bikey goes third quick. Time to play the game. Ethan Evers jumps into third, 26 car. Montrose still top of the chart. Cody Cleaver, teammate to Montrose, he'll go top of the boards. And Mark Dingman, Teamwork Camaro jumping up there. Ian Montrose on his second lap takes it back. Brandon Bikey, top of the charts in the 27. Team Watson Racing setup Chevrolet. Ethan Evers top of the charts in the 26. Georgia resident, know he'll want to do good at Atlanta. Jackson Carr knocks him off the top spot as we try to find Jackson. Doesn't want to show us Jackson. Nope. Can't find him. He's off the track now. Oh, everybody's off track now. Come on. Find me somebody. Daniel Llewellyn. We can show you Daniel. Daniel currently in the 14th spot after his first lap. Paul Gallimore jumps up to 4th. Lucas Hoytsma at the top of the chart. Llewellyn's second lap, a little bit quicker. Jumps him up into the top 10. Blake Giglio. Thank goodness has the right number tonight. Blake's second lap puts him up into the 4th spot. Nice pickup there from lap 1 to lap 2. Quinn Newton, his teammate. Newton jumps up to the 5th spot. Lilith Peters will jump up to 9th. Mike Edwards, Dave Hoytsma out on track on their first lap. F97, yep. Never forget. Dave Hoytsma's first lap puts him in 18th. Jeremy Scher turned in a Satan lap time, 31.666. Just thought that was interesting. He's currently in 19th. Mike Edwards' first lap, 31.986. Dave Hoytsma's second lap puts him up to 13th. Edwards seemingly the last car to qualify here. 31.433. Moves him up into 7th. And nobody else going out to qualifying. So we'll just show you Edwards as long as he's on track, which I think he's about to disappear. We're sitting in the middle of the turn. There he goes. 20 seconds of nothing on track. Then we'll go to the starting lineup. Let's go ahead and clear out driver info, and let's go find Lucas Hoytsma since no one else is attempting to qualify. Lucas, DG, got a copy? Oh. No more seconds. No one else is going out to qualify, so you are the pole sitter for tonight. How does that feel?
It feels good. Ran a pretty good lap there. Trying to deal with getting Mike Chris in here. He had some wheel issues, force feedback, trying to get it fixed for him real quick. That was good, but I think he got it.
Good, good, good. I'm glad. Well, here we go onto the race itself. How do we feel? How do we feel about the starting position? Does that actually help you in the race at all, or is it just a nice little feather in the cap? But that's about it.
Definitely Atlanta. It's really helpful to start up front. One for track position, and two just avoiding that big wreck that's going to happen. I hope these guys can take it easy to start out with because we got a lot of laps here, so
Only
gotta be careful.
116.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but it's not worth going too hard at the start, especially with the stage halfway through.
Yep. All right. Well, good luck to you, sir, and we'll see if we're talking to you later in the race.
All right, see ya.
Lucas Hoisma in the 97 car getting the pole for tonight's race. So we wait for the field to form up out on the grid. And we are about set for action. 116 laps here at Atlanta. Your pole sitter, Lucas Hoisma in the 97. Great lap there for Lucas. Let's go ahead and get our starting lineup presented by Labor 12 underway. Music for our starting lineup provided by our friends at Labor 12. Lucas Hoisma on pole in the Lucas Oil Labor 12 Camaro. Then you have Jackson Carr, newcomer to the series. He'll be lining up second in his Monster Energy Camry. Almost say Camaro. Even Either's the Cave RP Fort Worth Screen Camry starts in the third spot. Blake Giglio Ally Camaro starts in fourth. Quinn Newton Labor 12 Camaro starts fifth. Paul Gallimore Team Watching Racing Setups Camaro starts sixth. Mike Edwards Cave RP Camry starts in the 7th position. Brandon Bikey's Team Watching Racing Setups Camaro starts in 8th. Mark Dingman, the Teamwork Camaro, starts in 9th. Lilith Peters in the Luna Steak Sauce. Nice, that's new. Luna Steak Sauce Camaro starts in the 10th spot. Cody Cleaver's Mohawk Branding Camaro in 11th. Kelly Hyatt, the Craftsman Mustang in 12th. Dalton Hayes, Fastenal Mustang in 13th. Dave Hoisma, Labor 12 Mustang in 14th. We have Daniel Llewellyn in the Labor 12 Camaro in 15th. You have Justin Horton in a Luna Steak Sauce Camaro in 16th. Ian Montro's Bass Pro Chevy in 17th. Peter Therio's VP Racing Fuels Camaro in 18th. Newcomer Derek Catt in the Pennzoil Ford Mustang starts in 19th. Jeremy Scherer in the Circle Camaro starts 20th. Mike Chris, the Labor 12 Ford, starts in the 21st position. Then you have Cliff Mullins 22nd in the Race 22 Camaro. J.R. Deal in the Demon Hunter Ford Mustang, 23rd. Jake Lawrence, the Magic School Bus Camaro, 24th. Scott Elston in the Traxxas Camry, 25th. 25 cars set to do battle here at Atlanta for 116 laps. Field works their way through turn 3 and into 4. Lucas is on pole. However, it's Atlanta, so draft and all that good stuff. Has to wait for the green flag on the initial start. All the other ones will be up to the leader. And here we go. Green flag out in the air. We are underway in the Fort Worth Screen Printing Cup Series from Atlanta. Outside line got a great jump there. Jackson Carr take over the lead here. Drops down to the inside line. Leaves Blake Giglio and Lucas Hoisma side by side for second. Carr now back up to the top side. Blake trying to get the 54 pushed so far out that Blake gets clear of Hoisma, but not quite able to get there. So far, we've made it all the way around a full lap and no caution yet. It's a good start. Now Giglio gets to the outside of Jackson. We are side by side for the race lead. A little bit of 3 wide look back there, about 15th. Therio was looking up the middle. A little early for that. That would not be very exciting for a lot of people. Inside line starting to prevail a little bit over that outside. Hoisma's looking to the inside for the lead here. Jackson Carr up off the bottom as a wreck happens behind. The 33 of Hyatt's involved. Bikey, Gallimore, the 15 of Cher. See how that one all unfolds. I think Gallimore hit the wall. 17 car. Gallimore hits the wall going into turn 1, then gets turned by Bikey, his teammate. And Hyatt piles in. There's Dave Hoytsma. Cher, a latecomer to it, bounces off the fence. Dave Hoytsma got some of the worst of that. Gets up into the cars, into the wall. Mike Chris gets into the back of him, his teammate. Unfortunate there. A couple of CTC Mustangs bouncing off one another. Bikey's car looks stuck there. Bikey gonna have to take a tow truck here. There's the 27 towed into pit road. It's already one lap down. Looks like Jeremy Cher came down for a quick repair. I believe Derek Cat did the same. Let's back it up and check. Should be just a little quick stop. Yeah. Might have just checked damage. We'll check. Oh yeah, the right front's torn up. Looks like it is going to be a fast repair for this car. Yep. Fast repair for the 31 is gone already. Hoytsma leads the field. Evers in second. Carr, Giglio, Newton, your top 5. We made it to lap 5 before the first one. Farther than I thought they would go. I remember Atlanta last season was pretty rough. Hopefully they got a little better handle on it this time around. I just like this view looking back at the field. Can make it a little more realistic and not a weird drone shot if we jump on this camera. There we go. I think we can even look back at the pace car. Hot dog from the suspension cam anyway. I haven't adjusted this one to be on the roof yet. Hi, Lucas. Oh my gosh. Had a face full of Lucas's car there. Someone's coming back down pit road here. Looks like Cliff Mullins, 37. Like some fuel topping off here for Mullins. Mike Chris did some damage repair for the 70. Dave Hoytsma, damage repair as well. Not wanting to take the fast repair here. Mikey's team still on the tow truck here. So 3 laps down. He's going to have a uphill battle for tonight. I would go back and find the replay of Edwards since he said he almost died, but we are only half a lap away from going back green.
Thank you.
See what the drivers are chatting about. Pace car is going to duck in, and this time Hoytsma can go anytime the pace car is off the track, which now all the way till the green flag flies on its own. And there he goes. Hoytsma gets us restarted as we come to start lap number 8. Jackson Carr trying to take over that second spot. Blake Giglio immediately to the bottom. He'll try to leave Ethan Evers up in the high line. Quinn Newton, strong run on the bottom, and now Jackson Carr has been pushed up to the top. CTC teammates, 3 cars together on the inside line. Hoytsma, then Giglio. Behind Giglio directly is Newton, but 54 car is in third. A couple Toyotas trying to work to the top line now. Giglio jumps to the top. Highline got quite a lot of momentum, pushed Giglio out to the lead in front of Hoytsma.
My bad.
All good, no harm, no foul.
Car's dancing around quite a bit in the corner. Top 15 cars all stayed out here. JR Deal, I believe, came down, took some fuel in the 9. He's 16th. CTC cars are pushing first and second. Lucas Hoytsma just shoving the 16 all around the track. It's giving that inside line quite an advantage. You see Quinn Newton's kind of all by himself on an island there in third. And you have Jackson Carr and Lilith Peters battle for the 4th position. Now Hoytsma's jumped to the top, left Giglio. Hoytsma goes around the outside and jumps out to the lead. Quinn Newton up on the top side in front of Jackson Carr. Hoytsma way up the hill, and that lets Quinn Newton slip right between them. See if Newton can't get him a lap lead, pick up a bonus point. Hoytsma on that top line, though, coming in a hurry. I think Newton led that, barely. See cars in that top lane are bobbing up and down between that second and third line. Now Lilith Peters trying to pull up to the back of the 16 of Giglio. Got a long way to go to catch up, though, and that's letting the top line get the top 3 cleared of that group. Now the 54 Jackson Carr all the way up to second. Giglio finds himself behind Carr. I'm sure that was not part of the CTC team strategy. So here comes Carr trying to push to the lead with help from Giglio. Jackson Carr to the point in the 54 Monster Energy Camry. Now Giglio trying to leave the 54 on the bottom and join his teammates up high. Inside line broke apart a little bit. I think that's going to help the outside. Blake clears to the lead. Has his teammates Newton and Hoytsma lined up behind him. And Newton dives to the inside of Giglio. Hoytsma is just such a good pusher. He can hook onto the back of that 16 and just get gone. Highline pushes away from Newton. Top 13 cars have broken away from the rest of the pack. Ian Montrose finds himself 2 seconds back in the number 1 car. Then you have this pack, Cliff Mullins, Mike Chris, J.R. Deal, Jake Lawrence, Jeremy Scher. I believe they're just kind of riding. Didn't want to be in that main pack and damage their race cars further. Mark Dingman leading the inside line. He's gotten ahead of Lucas Heusman. Mike Edwards looking to take it 3 wide here. Blake Giglio not happy about it. Edwards or Ethan Evers and Dalton Hayes go around Blake Giglio while they're catching Brandon Bikey. Try to navigate the lap machine of Bikey and keep off of one another at the same time. Bikey's probably going to hang on to this pack here. Try to stay the first car 1 lap down. Although Bikey with the tow is actually 4 laps down. He'll have to try and help his Cool Runnings teammates. Mark Dingman pushing to the lead here with help from Lucas Heusman. He can push anybody to the lead, can't he? Lucas just shoves Mark Dingman out to the front. Ethan Evers has Dalton Hayes in the Fastenal Mustang behind him. Blake Giglio may have just scrubbed the wall a little bit there. Now Heusman up to the top side. Ethan Evers looks to split him out too. Heusman jumps to the top to cover that. If I'm any of those cars on the inside line, I would get in front of that 97 because he has been able to push anybody he wants to the lead. Be a ticket to the front. Mark Dingman out in front of Quinn Newton, Lilith Peters, Peter Therio. There goes Therio up in front of Heusman. Now we'll see if Heusman can continue this trend of pushing literally every car he's been behind to the front. Had to get off of the 30 a little bit there as they got a little uneven on the steering. Front pack, 13 cars. None of them have been to pit roads. All of them would have to come down around the same time. Should we get to the green flag stops? Cliff Mullins in 14th, leading that second pack is the only car, or the first car that came to pit road and topped off the tank. I believe that was Mike Edwards rubbing that right rear quarter panel on the wall. Now we're 3 wide, Giglio in the middle.
I'll get out of your way.
Oh no, you're fine. I'm good, so we'll just need
Heusman out front. Ethan Evers now second.
Oh, you're going to lose me. I won't be able to keep up with you.
Mike Edwards all the way to the top. And that top line getting rolling.
No, tuck back in. We'll keep you. As long as you get back behind Elton there.
Looks like Horton in the wall there. Now the KVR Pete Toyotas drop out of the top, go down to the bottom. I don't think that's going to be the ticket. Top line seems to be the way to go right now. So I guess the tires are getting worn. They're trying to get the top line all together. Inside line has Ethan Evers, Mike Edwards, the 47 of Dalton Hayes, 82 of Dingman, 88 Quinn Newton, the 2 Cody Cleaver. Trying to see that's Daniel Llewellyn at the back of the inside line in 13th. Top line as Bikey drops down and tries to unlap himself here. And Bikey will be leading this pack.
Gear, Dave, does that help you any to catch up with us?
Heusman still your leader. Bikey is a lapped car, trying to get one of his laps back.
What was that, Paul? I couldn't catch it.
I was suggesting maybe 4th gear to try to catch back up, but I didn't know if you could.
I don't think so. This thing's just junk.
Gallimore talking about his car early on getting damage. Gallimore currently 12 seconds behind the field, trying to work with Scott Elston to get some draft, but those two and Dave Hoytsman, the last cars on the lead lap. Bikey hoping he can catch a caution while he's in his current position. Get one of his laps back. Hoytsman, the Lucas car, is the leader. Allied Camaro pushing him second, Blake Giglio. White and teal 26, that was third, now he's up to second. Oh, Bikey! Bikey got spit out of the pack. Lap machine. Bikey was able to save the race car.
Hey Jackson, next time, don't run into the wall when you're trying to quick check. Maybe you are incomplete.
Oh my gosh, 54 pushed the back of the 16 while he was on the 97. A push the pusher.
When you catch that draft.
Push the pusher situation almost got bad. Giglio able to hang on to it. Now we got 3 Toyotas lined up on the inside. Outside has a gaggle of Camaros. Jackson Carr back out front. He's going to try to go up in front of Lucas Hoytsman. We'll see if Hoytsman comes down. Hoytsman stays on the top line. Jackson Carr trying to Joey Logano this thing, back and forth in the front of the field. Jackson's going to get split in the middle as a result. Heard him say, uh-oh. Don't go 4 wide, Blake. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, what the hell is going on here?
They're 4 wide. Oh my gosh. Somehow we did not crash the entire field. Briefly 4 wide there. And this pack has gotten larger. It's like Cliff Mullins and company have joined the back of the pack. Mike Chris, Justin Horton, J.R. Deal, Ian Montrose, Jake Lawrence. Now 18 cars in the main pack. They've run back down this lead pack. Ethan Evers leads in the 26, the Georgia boy out front at Atlanta. Oh, Hoytsman got a tag from his teammate, able to hang on to it. That was a hell of a push from Giglio. Now he drops to the bottom. They're going to leave Evers up to the top, and now we're going to go 3 wide. Stereo through the middle. Evers finding himself on an island up top. Jackson Carr in the middle. Ethan Evers up top. See Dalton Hayes as Evers bounces it off the fence. Now we're down to 2x2. Here comes Peters into the back of Giglio's. Giglio leads that lap. Now Therio drops to the bottom. Bean team, 2 cars in the top 3. Lucas aggressively pushing the back of that 30 car. Tier 1 gives a shot to the back of the 16. Could have dropped down to the inside, but now does so going into the corner. Leaving Giglio up top, trying to get draft from Jackson Carr. Ethan Evers. See, Mike Edwards is tucked in behind Hoytsma. And we got a push situation there on the inside line. It's very hairy in these cars when you have 3 cars connected. Oh, contact between Giglio and Peters. It's going to collect Therio. Lucas Hoytsma's in it. Hoytsma fortunately doesn't get hit by anybody. The 0-1 didn't really take much impact there either.
I don't know how you guys didn't hit me, but good job.
Hoytsma glad no one hit him.
I think I'm okay, to be honest.
Let's rewatch this. There's contact with Giglio. Hoytsma gets into the front, or into the door of the 0-1. neither of those cars get tagged again. Trying to see.
Sorry, Lucas.
Blake saves it. The 30 is the one we need to see if they get anything. Dario saves it also. So aside from a little bit of bumper cars, seems like everyone kind of makes it through this. No significant damage that I could tell. Have to check the 97's front end. Maybe a little damage on the right front of that 97, but not much. So we are on a busy pit road. Everyone taking at least the full tank of gas. Sure, we'll see tires after nearly 40 laps. I like how these cars bounce when they drop the jack. Looks funny. Here's Bikey down and away. Bikey, the first car off pit road. Bikey should actually get a lap back here. The wave around. He is ahead of Jackson Carr, who's the first car off pit road. Jackson Carr 14.6 second stop. Ethan Evers 14.8. Edwards 14.2. All those Toyotas 4 tires and fuel. And you have Dalton Hayes 4th. Quinn Newton 5th. Mark Dingman 6th. Cody Cleaver 7th. Mike Chris, Daniel Llewellyn, and Justin Horton your top 10. Cliff Mullins will find himself 11th. J.R. Deal 12th. Ian Montrose, Blake Giglio, Jake Lawrence. Giglio stopped 25 seconds. Think they were maybe doing some minor damage repair. Derek Catt in 16th. Jeremy Scherer 17th. Paul Gallimore in 18th. Gallimore probably took a fast repair here. You heard him complaining about the car at the last run. Lucas Heusman 39 seconds, so he was definitely getting some damage repaired. Dario as well in a 30. Kelly Hyatt back down pit road. Let's look at our standings and see if quick repairs are still available. Scherer, Cat, Gallimore have used theirs. Let's hit the splits and see the last handful of cars for the last 5. It's like Dave Hoitzman may have retired after that one. So Hyatt, Bikey, and Hoitzman have all used theirs as well. Jackson Carr leading this one. 40 laps into a 116 lap event. Stage points will be awarded at the end of lap 58. There goes the pace car down pit road. Jackson Carr, Ethan Evers will lead us to the green here. We got a blink from Dalton Hayes. Edwards has Evers up there. Will they try to work together and leave Jackson Carr, or will they put those Toyotas together and try to work against CTC? Looks like they all formed up topside there. Top 3 have broken away from the inside line. Could clear down if they choose. Best pusher has been Lucas Heusman back here in the 97. We'll see how he works his way back towards the front. 54 drops down, 14, 26 stay up high. That'll put Mike Edwards out front. Those KVRP Toyotas work the top side. Jackson Carr, Monster Energy down low. Jackson Carr on the inside line, starting to gain momentum here as the top line breaks up a little bit. Kelly Hyatt down pit road in the 33. Under Green taking a pit stop for the 33 team. And it's an extended stop since it's over 14 seconds up into the 20s now. Blake Giglio all the way up against the fence. The 16 Ally Camaro gets it back sorted and stays in the battle. Jackson Carr on the inside line with Quinn Newton. Surge out ahead. Cliff Mullins dancing around back there, that gray and green machine. Oh, Llewellyn bouncing off Hayes a couple times there. Pushes them all the way up the track, but somehow they don't wreck. Oh my gosh. Llewellyn just shoved Hayes all the way up the track. They were 3 wide. Lucas steadily making his way up there.
27 up to this time around.
It's Bikey. He's coming to pit road.
Twenty-seven this time around. Staying low.
Bikey already having a struggle today. Already 3 laps down. He's going to go back down pit road. Dalton Hayes disappearing again. It's Daniel O'Wallen. There he is. 12th position, still alongside Hayes. Lucas Hoyce was up to 8th. Just steadily pushing that 97 to the front. Therio's been right there in front of him. Now Therio jumps to the top ahead of the 16 of Giglio. Wait, so I got stuck down the bottom line. Therio going to use Giglio. Up to the 4th position now, working on Cody Cleaver. Outside lines making the comeback. Now Giglio looking 3 wide here. Want to split Therio. Bean Team car very fast, but doesn't have any friends at the moment. MVP Racing Fuels Camaro dropping back, tucks in between Llewellyn and Peters. As there goes the front of the field. Looks like the 39 of Horton. See Horton in front of Dingman. Right there, push gone bad, getting into the left rear of the 39, pushes him up into everyone. We have Mike Chris, both KVRP cars, Dalton Hayes all get a piece. I think Cliff Mullins may have made it through there somehow.
Dalton, you good?
No, I just requested an equal.
May have got a bump there on the 31.
Says that we got a late by.
Yeah, I got you. I asked for it.
Mike Edwards, nowhere to go. Let's try to watch this from Mark Dingman.
Yeah, I need a black clear to set me.
It's behind the 39 of Horton. Just got a little too far to the inside. 39 a little too high at the same time. And the 39 tried to come back down. Dingman tried to go back up. Trying to line back up. Well, their bumpers were too close together and it turns the 39. The top 6 stay out here. Quinn Newton down for fuel. Lots of cars hitting pit road for fuel. Very surprised Ethan Evers stayed out here. I thought he was up against the fence.
I should say iRacing accidentally gave me right side.
Is he damaged to the 26? I'm a little surprised he didn't come down and try to repair some. He stayed out here. Jackson, DG, got a copy?
Yep, hello.
Well, sir, you find yourself out front in your first SRL race. How's it going out there?
Well, it's going crazy out here. I didn't realize, the first laps I was kind of testing the water to see, because some leagues are very aggressive, some are not, but this was pretty aggressive, so I'm happy I can be in my, I can drive like Ty Gibbs out here.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing. Who knows?
Yeah, it depends on the situation in the lap.
Very much so. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Jackson car making their debut, getting some laps led here. 54 Monster Energy Toyota. Top 6 cars all stay out here. Field works their way down the backstretch. You see Horton catching up to the field. Be 4 to go to the end of the stage.
47, I gotta get by you, bro. Thank you.
No caution for this stage. We just do rolling stages. We hand out points, so we keep it green. There goes the pace car down pit road. Hands the field over to the 54 of car. See Cleaver on the outside, Evers and Montrose row 2. Green flag back in the air as we come to start lap 55. Cleaver, that outside line with his teammate Montrose behind him, getting a really good push. Montrose not quite clear of Jackson. Evers jumps up to the top side. Jackson looks like he wants to come join that party. Evers in front of that 97. We'll see if Evers can lead a line with that right front damage. Cody Cleaver leads. Montrose now second. Carr down to third. Comes Gallimore back into the picture. Third car on the inside line. Man, these cars are just dicing off the corner. Weaving back and forth. 3 wide, a little further back. Dario was in the middle. Carr was up top. Carr may have got a piece of the fence. Dropped back in the 31 machine. outside line with Ethan Evers and Lucas Huisma. They've caught up to the lead here. Jackson Carr leads that lap from the top lane. Here we are, lap 58. This is where we hand out the points. The top 10 get points. 10 for first, 1 for 10th. Evers now out front of that outside line. Looks like maybe holding it up a bit.
Sorry, man, I don't know where that guy got came up in front of you. Someone slammed the brakes.
Yeah, I was trying to just maintain it, but it checked up really hard in front of me there.
Oh, Evers bounces off the fence entering turn
I've
1.
been up here all racing, that hasn't happened yet.
Carr, Evers, Cleaver, Hoytsman, Giglio, Montrose, Stereo, Gallimore, Peters, and Newton picking up stage points there. Hoytsman giving that 26 everything he can handle and more. 26 is dancing every which way. If Hoytsman can push a damaged car to the lead, I'll be very impressed. Now both Cleaver and Montrose are clear of that top lane. They could jump up high if they wanted to and go for the lead as a team. It's like Gallimore is now clear as that outside lane keeps drifting back. Giglio now going to jump to the top. Takes the 2 and 1. Cleaver and Montrose up there with them as Jackson gets left on bottom.
Blake, they're doing like crazy, man.
Did see a blink out of Giglio, but now that it was talked about, it looks fine. The Cleaver back out front. Blockbuster team, certainly no stranger to the super speedway style of racing. Montrose has victories in the ARCA and Xfinity series this season at Daytona.
I'm sorry if I wrecked you, I just don't know where you're at.
Seems like still some issues with the 16 car. 3 wide with Giglio up high. And he's blinking again, yeah. Giglio struggling for connection right here. Like Horton, Giglio, and Bikey are 3 wide back there. Now we're 3 wide up front. Montrose split in the middle. And that was Stereo rubbing the wall coming out of 2. Montrose dropping back in the middle. Now Evers drops down inside Jackson Carr.
Thank you, Quinn.
Yeah, I don't want to end my day yet.
26 just cannot lead a line with that damage. You see it instantly. As soon as he was the lead car, that line just dropped back like a rock. Mike Edwards brushing the fence coming out of 2. These guys are racing hard.
Oh, and I'm just running up there waiting for it.
Now
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
Stereo takes over the lead in the 30.
How's the poor move on me, Cody? I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm just riding behind you, Mike. I already had to use my fast repair.
3 wide again with Giglio. Cody Cleaver pushing Stereo out to the front. Cleaver going to jump to the top side. There you're going to have no momentum. Cleaver should be able to get out front here. Oh, contact. Cleaver. Get very loose coming out of 2. A little bit of contact. Started driving him down the track. Able to hang on to it and stay off the other cars. Because Giglio's connection's working a little better. People can see him up into the 7th spot now. Top line's starting to get pretty well formed together. Cleaver, Evers, Jackson. Jackson drops to the bottom. That'll leave Hoytsman and Giglio up on that top line. On the wall and up the hill again while they were 3 wide. We're on the nice lap. Hoyt was going to get to the outside of Evers. It's going to drop Evers down through the middle. Edwards going to let in his teammate there. I'll see if Hoytsman can push the 2 car up to the lead.
Better now, Ethan? Yeah.
Does so, in fact. Cleaver to the bottom, to the lead. Hoytsman wasting no time jumping to his outside. Contact's made! How did Cleaver hang on to that? My goodness, that was dangerous.
There, Captain.
Outstanding save. Let's see if we can get another look at that. See Cleaver out in front of Hoytsman here. He drops down to the bottom. Hoytsman gets to his door. Here comes Jackson in the 54 with a push from the 30. Gets in the back of Cleaver in the 2. Gets him sideways and able to save it. That should have been a big wreck. He did a real good job hanging on to that. Here comes Giglio down the hill right in front of Dingman. Giglio gets split 3 wide in the middle. Good thing his connection's better now while he's in the middle. That would be terrifying if he was winking. So now Hoytsman leads the outside line. Dingman out in front of the inside line. Dingman going to lead this lap.
My bad, Jackson.
The 30 is giving so much push to the 54 of Jackson, but he is not the first car in the line, so that can get kind of dangerous, as you saw it when Cleaver was in front of the bottom line and they pushed the pusher. Almost had a big wreck. Evers up into the fence. Gets contact from his teammate Mike Edwards. They're going to crash. Caution comes out as Evers goes around. Contact between the team cars. Awkward. It's like Evers gets up into the fence. Edwards not able to stay off of him when he does. Gets into the left rear, turns him down. Then they're just bouncing off each other. Comes up to the outside. He'll back into the fence here. And it's a good thing Evers saved his fast repair, because they'll need it now for sure.
Michael passed me.
The leader's gone.
Pitting.
Mark Dingman on the pit road. Mark Dingman stopping on pit road. That was weird. How did he get so far ahead of the rest of the field? they have to wait for the pace car, or what? Yep, that's what it was. Had to wait for the pace car.
Well,
Dingman did not do it, so Dingman will probably pick up a penalty here. Rest of the field waited for the pace car. So there you go.
You're gonna get no black vehicle passing when you're the leader and it's the pace guy.
Say it again, Mark.
I was the leader, got too excited and forgot to wait for the pace car to hit as the leader. I'm assuming that's not getting cleared.
One second.
Yeah, everyone else waited for the pace car to catch up and pass them before they hit pit road. Mark Dingman did not do that. A little too excited.
I can't clear that, unfortunately.
Understandable.
82 going to pick up a passing under the yellow penalty. Drop him out of second place. Bikey still trying to make him some laps. Currently just ahead of our leader, so he would get one of them back with a wave around. Get to 3 laps down. There he goes.
alright everybody, I just want to let you guys know that I didn't take tires because I only have one set left, so please just, I'll try and be as smart as I can.
You're not the only one. Car directly behind him, Horton, also did not take tires. And you have Mike Chris in the 70 and 10th did not take tires. Dalton Hayes did not take a set of tires. There's quite a few of them in the field that did not take a set here. But the leader, Peter Therio, did not take a set of
Thank you,
tires.
for making me feel more related to somebody.
You're welcome.
Well, but
Oh,
this
yeah.
is-
So the leader did not have any tires to take on this. The 82 did not wait for the pace car and has a black flag to serve. The 39 did not take tires here. Jackson Carr, I think, is in the best shape for the moment. Who knows? Dingman in the 82 on the outside line has to come down and serve a penalty. This will be awkward.
Do I need to go anywhere in restart though?
Correct. And Therio gets us restarted. Start lap 78. You have Justin Horton and Lucas Heusman on the inside line. Dingman's going to have to get down to the bottom lane so he can come serve a pit penalty. Alternative would be to just drop to the back, but there's so many cars around him. He has 3 laps to serve that penalty. Still has cars on his inside. Here comes Hoytsman to the top with the help from Jackson Carr. That was close as Horton lost the handle on the 39 there, briefly drifted up the track as Hoytsman was trying to side shaft the 30. And that got dangerous, but they got it sorted. Now Hoytsman with the help from Carr gets out to the lead. Carr wanting to drop down. Now Carr drops down. No help from behind for either of the front 2 cars. Now here comes the help. Hoytsman going to get pushed out into the lead again. Now Carr leading the bottom line in that monster Toyota. Hoytsman has Mike Chris right behind him and Lilith Peters. Jackson has the 30 of Peter Therio. 39 of Justin Horton. know one's a Camaro, one's a Mustang, but those two cars on the outside line are teammates. It's 97 and the 70. Mike Christopher pushing that 97 of Lucas Weissman out front. Jake Lawrence has made his way into the top 10, the 68 Magic School Bus. The inside line trying to make a comeback. Just not quite enough push for that 54 car, the 30 a bit too far back to give it any kind of meaningful assistance. Oh, there goes the 30.
Oh shit.
Back up on the track. Oh,
Come on, over.
Scott Elson
Yeah,
right
baby.
in the door. Oh, Mike Chris gets spun down into the 30. 30 just nowhere to go. Innocent victim there. Back up the track he goes, and bam, 85 right into the door. Is it Lilith Peters in the 0-1?
I have to come in here.
Yeah. Mike Chris is trying to stay off of the teammate Hoitzma. Gets turned down into the 30. So
Yep.
Bean Team car started that, and a Bean Team car paid for it. Scott Elson also getting a heavy hit there.
Thank you.
Horton on pit road for tires here. Blake Giglio on
Damn,
pit road.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead after that one.
Blake was topping off the tank there. Jimmy Scheer topped off the tank. Dalton Hayes as well. Wallen, I think he got a set of tires. 14-second stop for him. Horton doing some damage repair. Mike Chris getting damage fixed also. Bikey back on pit road. Let's have a chat with a Lucas.
Sorry, Mike, something's wrong with my car here.
Lucas, DG, got a copy?
85, you gotta pass me.
Well, how's it been out there so far for the first 86 laps? Looks like you can push just
There we
about
go. I got
anybody
my
to the
whip on.
lead.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. There's some guys that it's hard to stay on their bumper, but I've been trying to make it work. It's really tough when you get in the back to get back to the front. It's just two lines all the way through, and when they get really even up front, there's no chance. You can try to run that top and kind of make a dirty move and go outside of the guy on the outside, but not going to get much respect when you do that. So you got to try to do it occasionally. But no, we're a little close on fuel here. It's hopefully we don't get some green white checkers, but I'm trying my best and get my teammate behind me for this restart.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir.
Thanks.
Lucas Hoisman telling us what it's like out there. See, second position outside front row there. JR Deals worked his way up into sixth position in the Demon Hunter Mustang. Haven't said his name too much tonight, but here he is. Jake Lawrence in 8th. Paul Gallimore rebounded from that wreck up in the 9th. And Mike Edwards, Ethan Evers, after the teammate wreck early on, they find themselves 9th and 10th on the scoreboard. Only one car officially out of the race so far. Dave Hoytsma down in 25th. Brandon Bikey 3 laps down 24th. Mark Dingman off the lead lap, 1 down in 23rd. 22 cars still on the lead lap, including most recent incident with Dario in the 30. Elston just ahead of him in the 85. Field works their way out of turn number 4. Getting set to restart this one as we start lap 88. Green flag back in the air. Here we go. Carr and Hoytsma the front row. Peters and Newton row number 2. Then looks like the third row was kind of sleeping. Cody Cleaver, JR Deal, quite a ways back from this front 4. Camry and 3 Camaros at the front of the field. Now that the rest of that pack's caught up to the front 4. Blake Giglio trying to go 3 wide on the outside of Michael Edwards. Now looks to the outside of Jake Lawrence. Giglio trying to use that high line to get back to the front. Up front, it is Carr and Peters. Cleaver. Up top, Hoytsma. Not quite finding the momentum needed for that high line. Jackson Carr finds himself leading here. Lilith Peters directly behind, and here comes the outside lane with Cody Cleaver and the 1 of Montrose ahead of the 97 of Hoytsma. Hoytsma's been able to push any one car to the lead. I don't know if he can push a pair of teammates. Then you run into push the pusher situations and it gets ugly. Gallimore now clears the outside line, so the top 3 broken free on the inside. And here comes Giglio. We saw him way back outside the top 10. He's worked his way up into 4th, and he's going to the outside to try and work on Gallimore. Giglio going to get aggressive with the side draft and start drifting up the hill.
Some people think 2 wide's faster for some reason.
There do be people that believe that.
Yeah, some people in the middle pack decide losing the front pack like 1 lap into the caution going green is the way to race.
Starting to get a little single file look here. Not many cars left up high. Giglio, Cleaver, and Montrose is it. Everybody else has worked their way to the bottom. .24 to go. The top line is looking for help. Giglio trying to aggressively side draft Cliff Mullins there.
Look at all the ground they're making up in a single file line, guys.
Yeah, we've only lost 3 tenths in 2 laps.
It's all about who's pushing, stuff like that. It has nothing to do with just being single file.
No, we're memeing on the people that can't get pushed or be pushing.
A lot of anger in that second pack. Ethan Evers has joined the top line now. So we watch Peters continue to push Carr with 22 to go. Lawrence thought about popping up there to the 68. Evers off the front nose of Giglio is out of shape. Bangs off his teammate again.
Check out, check out, check out.
Hoytsma is involved in that one, and there is the caution. 6th caution of the race.
Oh, championship implications.
Giglio's going to get Ethan Evers coming off the corner, gets him out of shape, backs off and lets him spin himself out. Lucas Hoytsma goes up in that one. The second pack will be happy as they get to catch up now. So 3 cars in that one, the both KVRP Toyotas and Lucas Hoytsma. We'll be sending the bill to the 16 team. Edwards' left front is destroyed on that 14. Hopefully he still has a faster pair. Evers took a tow. His night probably done in the 26. Check in on Lucas. Trying to find him in the running order. My brain's not working. There he is.
Dog coming high.
Makes it to his box. Faster pair was still around for the 14. Cliff Mullins, Daniel Llewellyn, J.R. Deal, Dalton Hayes all come off pit road. Looks like Lilith Peters and Cliff Mullins took tires 12th and 13th.
How many green white checkers?
3.
I'm hoping 10.
3.
No, there's only 3 green white checkers.
Ah, dash it all. Should be unlimited.
God no.
Hot take, hot take.
I've done that before. It was horrible.
Thank you, Jake.
So Carr, Lawrence, Giglio, Cleaver, Montrose all stay out here. Giglio
I don't know what's going on again.
is good on fuel. Quinn Newton having some issues. Cliff Mullins pushing him. The 88 maybe having some kind of an electrical issue or something. Keeps dropping back. Very strange. So in the top 6, Giglio is probably good on fuel. The other 5, it's a bit iffy. 23 and 24 laps for those drivers since they were last on pit road. Giglio's 13, along with Cher, Christopher, Hyatt, Horton, and Elston. Then you have everybody who just came down: Peters, Mullins, Llewellyn, Deal, Hayes, Gallimore, Therio, Hoytsma, Edwards. $18 to go from Hotlanta. Field working through 3 and 4. Magic School Bus against the Monster Energy Toyota Camry. There goes our pace car. Car gets us going once again. Green flag is in the air. We're starting lap 100. Going to 116. Carr takes the lead here. Giglio in second. Quinn Newton trying to catch up to his teammate. The 2, Cody Cleaver, abandons Jake Lawrence on the high line so that he can get in line with his Blockbuster teammate. And there goes Giglio to the outside with the help of Quinn Newton.
There you go. Just 3 wide down, fellas.
Well, damn.
Complete geniuses.
Back of the pack, very angry about this 3 wide silliness.
Oh, I guess the 9 came down. I had to check up.
This group trying not to lose the lead back. They're already 1.6 back and losing ground, so the top 10 have broken away from the rest of the field.
What the hell are we doing back here?
The second pack's already almost 2 seconds back. That's crazy how quickly that happened. Giglio trying to get the lead away from Jackson. Jackson Carr hanging on to it on the bottom line. Quinn Newton, Jake Lawrence, Mike Chris in that top line trying to get some energy built up. Highline going to get surging ahead here. Second pack starting to reel it back in now that Cliff Mullins, Lucas Heusmer are leading it. Blake Giglio out front, Quinn Newton, Jake Lawrence, Mike Chris the top side. Now they've had 3 cars join them on the top. And just like that, this pack's coming right back together. Here comes Cliff Mullins, the help of Lucas Heusmer, pushing back up to the main pack. That didn't sound good. Dalton Hayes looks like he's had an issue. Brings Mike Edwards into it as well. Tough night for the cave cars. We stay green. Oh my gosh, what a hit. Looks like they were 3 wide. The 31 gets up into Dalton Hayes, gets down into Edwards, turns him into the wall. We're still green. And for a moment, because we're 3 wide. Heusmer trying to push Mike Chris through the middle. Top 3 have kind of broken away, and then we have this melee. Jackson Carr, Cody Cleaver, Ian Montrose, Justin Horton, Mike Christopher. Until we're getting down to the end of the races. We're 3 wide, multiple rows deep. Not a lot of room for error at this point. Jackson Carr fighting back on the inside line here. Noses that Toyota out in front of Giglio. Horton and Peters hanging tough in that 3rd lane. So we know how fast the 97 is, but just not quite able. Finally gets clear. We're back to 2 lanes with 10 to go, now 9. So we work lap 108. Newton able to push Blake Giglio free of the pack. Jake Lawrence and the Magic School Bus there in 3rd. Uh-oh. Heusmer's dropping back. Heusmer is around and the caution, 7th caution flies. Mike Chris up against the fence. I don't think the 39 could see that. Heusmer tries to lift and get off the 70, and then that gets the 39 into the back
All you gotta
of...
do is fucking lift. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm not the guy who hit the wall. Like, how am I supposed to see? Like, you didn't tell me through the mic, I'm gonna go hit the wall, check up. It just happened, and I was like, I'm not gonna ram you. I'm gonna take the open area on the bottom.
What?
There was a lane in the middle. Shoulda.
Okay.
I mean, there's no problem leaving the 70 out on the top. Could have just left me out.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's okay, I don't either.
That was a good move too. He really went to the front with that one.
Lucky dog high.
Drivers being drivers.
Lucky dog high.
Dalton Hayes gets one of his 2 laps back. Jackson Carr came to pit road here. It's rather surprising. 4 tires and fuel for the 54. Daniel Lawal and Scott Elston came down as well. Seven laps to go. Riding around behind the pace car, so I think we'll be getting this restart. So we get the 5 to go. Yep, lights out on the pace car. So we'll be restarting 5 to go at the line. Front row's gonna be teammates, Giglio and Newton. You have Jake Lawrence, Cody Cleaver, Ian Montrose, Justin Horton, Cliff Mullins, Mark Dingman, Mike Christopher, Paul Gallimore, Jeremy Scherer, Lilith Peters, Peter Therio, Kelly Hyatt, J.R. Deal, Lucas Weitzman, Derek Catt, Daniel Wallen, Jackson Carr, and Scott Elston. All those cars still in the lead lap. 20 cars still on the lead lap. Dalton Hayes 1 lap down, Bikey 3, Edwards 6 and on pit road, Evers 15 and on pit road, and Dave Hoytsma out of the race. 74 laps down. Take your picks in chat. Who do you think's going to win this one? Anything could happen here in these final 5 laps. Could get overtime as well. 3 attempts if we need them. Let's see. Montrose, Cleaver, Lawrence, and Newton are iffy on fuel. Everyone else
Go
Oh,
should be
high
good.
on the restart, Bikey.
Green flag back in the air. Giglio leads the charge towards turn number 1. Looks like he's going to get up in front of his teammate Quinn Newton. You have Jake Lawrence on the inside line. Cody Cleaver on the top. Cleaver's going to drop to the bottom, try to get inside Quinn Newton. Comes Jake Lawrence to try and help. Justin Horton behind Quinn Newton. They were just bickering on the radio. The draft makes you do odd things in racing, like help someone you're complaining about. There goes somebody around. I think it's Mike Christopher, and oh my gosh, that is a large chunk of the field in that one. Mike Chris in that one. I think that was maybe where that started. See him behind Mark Dingman there. Cliff Mullins just drives right up into his quarter panel. Cliff Mullins. The guy who sponsors the Dumbass of the Week award drives up into Mike Christopher and causes a melee. Let's go back and ride with Mullins. See if we can see anything from the car. Out of 2 down the back stretch. He catches Montrose really quickly there. Lifts, tries to get up in the top lane, just didn't get behind the 70 at all.
After with a corner there, I know.
Now Mullins on pit road.
Lucky dog high.
And that'll put Dalton Hayes back on the lead lap. The Fastenal Mustang back on the lead lap. My dog making weird noises. I think Blake will win, but go Jake. Well, it looks like Jake had to hit pit road. As we go towards overtime. A lot of those cars that are stretching it probably coming to take the fuel to be safe, like Jackson we saw earlier. And now Quinn Newton, hear him shutting the car off. He's been 39 laps since he's been to pit road. You also have the Cleaver machine, the 2-car, same story, 39 laps, and Ian Montrose, the 1. So those 3 cars, very iffy on fuel. 88, the 2, and the 1, and they're all going to line up on the top side for this restart. You had 6 left, better to be safe, I hear you. Now you're down in 16th, got a ways to go. Got some work to do. See if you can't avoid some mayhem and get back up there. Uh-oh. 30 is out. You can join my 2 cars on pit road. Getting ready for our first attempt at the overtime finish. Fuel tight for the first 3 cars on the outside line. 88, the 2, and the 1.
Go high on the restart, Cliff.
I am.
Blake Giglio on the inside line with Justin Horton. 82 of Mark Dingman back up into the top 5. I know I'm not supposed to pick favorites, but it'd be really cool to see Dingman win. I'm just saying. Blake Giglio gets us restarted for this green-white checker attempt in number 1. Gets up in front of his teammate Quinn Newton. You did. Now you see Cleaver and Montrose behind Newton. Those 2 teammates are going to work together, see where they want to go. Montrose going to try and push down to the bottom and gets there. Cleaver stays up high. That's surprising. Now the 39 gets down under the red line trying to get inside Montrose. Thought better of that move. Gallimore powers around the outside. Hoyt's been trying to join his 2 team cars up there, but we get the white flag, so we're only going to need this 1 overtime. Giglio out front, Newton, Cleaver, Gallimore, your top 4. They've broken away from the field. Newton shoving the 16 down the backstretch. When will Newton make his move? Giglio blocks to the bottom. Newton trying to go inside of him. Blake Giglio with the victory. Newton gets second. Cleaver brings it home third. Paul Gallimore, Lucas Hoytsman at the top 5. Jackson Carr back up to 6th. Then Mark Dingman, Ian Montrose, Justin Horton, Daniel O'Wallen for the top 10.
That's the race.
Like Newton waited a little too late to try and make a move on Giglio. They have a team wreck at the start finish line. We can get the top 3 to the interview room, please, and thank you. Cleaver, Newton, and Giglio. Cody DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, we brought it home in the 3rd position tonight, and looked like you and Montrose were working well together all night long. Got a little separated there right at the end. What did you maybe need to have something to do with those CTC cars ahead of you?
Needed some help, quite honestly. I tried laying back a little bit just to even get Gallimore up so we could get a better run on him, but when it got time to go time, he still just wasn't there, and I just had to take whatever run I could get, and yeah, just led me to where I was.
10-4. Well, you still brought it home 3rd. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Yeah, shout out you for broadcasting and everything you do for the league. Shout out Ethan for putting this on. No shout out to the track. hate this god awful track.
Yeah, they've ruined Atlanta.
Oh, absolutely. That's why Trucks is going to old Atlanta, and we're gonna have fun there.
Hot damn.
But yeah, and then shout out guys at Blockbuster, Ian especially helping out all night. Yeah, me and him had a pretty good thing going most of the night, and unfortunate at the end there, he just kind of got shuffled out with chaos and everything, but it is what it is.
Still went 42 laps on fuel and made it to the end in the top 10, so you know.
I'll take it, you know.
All right, bud. Congrats on that 3rd place finish. We'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, sounds good, DG. See ya.
Now we'll go find Quinn Newton. Quinn, DG, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, sir, we brought it home in 2nd place tonight. Do you think you maybe waited a little too late to try and make the move on Giglio, or were you just happy with the 2nd tonight?
No, I didn't. I wanted to go low there, and right as I go low, he blocked it. I should have just tried to make a move a little bit sooner. Could have got the side draft on him. Yeah, I don't. But it is what it is. I'll take 2nd.
10-4. You're cutting out a little bit on me there, but I got the gist of that. Yeah, a little bit too late for making the move, I would agree. But it's just, I don't know. He's hard to beat, isn't he? I hate that guy sometimes. You know, I love him, but I hate him.
I got tight in the corner there, and I probably should have gone the outside. I'm like, well, I got tight, so I dove it down. And right as I went down, he came down. That's kind of where I myself. I should have just stayed outside.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was looked like a pretty fun night out there. It looks like you were able to at least move around a bit from the back to the front, and you weren't really stuck in line. At least had some options.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Him and I hooked up. There ain't nobody that could catch us on that high line, so I felt pretty good about that. That was good, but yeah, a little disappointed, but at least one.
Well, still a 2nd place, so you beat most of the other drivers, and a good points tonight for you. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight.
Well, that BGR motor hooked up under the hood there. That was good. Late for 12. Shout out. I forgot to last. Felt bad.
Hey, your mic is
Other than
killing
that, yeah, my mic's having some issues.
me. All right, bud.
Other than that, I'm good.
All right, sir. We'll let you get on out of here and enjoy the 2nd place finish tonight. We'll see you next week.
All right, appreciate it.
Quinn Newton and his very faulty mic finish a 2nd place tonight. Now we'll go find Blake Giglio on his 16. Blake, DG, you got a copy?
Yo, how's it going?
Are you trying to catch Lucas this season on wins or what?
I don't know. We'll see. I haven't even been looking at it that much. I don't even know how much he's ahead of me, but if we do, that's going to be great.
I'm just saying, you keep winning. Like, winning and everything. You're killing modifieds no one else has even won. You're just taking over.
Well, I'm trying my best.
It's the Blake Giglio Racing Leagues now.
I mean, I am the builder for the modifieds. I mean, it kind of, kind of helps a little bit.
A little bit. All right, well, how'd you get it done tonight? Obviously, a lot of teamwork helped there with Quinn. Just an overall race strategy, how was it?
It was good. Really fun racing tonight. I felt like Joey Logano out there. Got into quite a few people. I do apologize for that. Quinn did a great job pushing. I don't know. I thought he was going to make a move down the backstretch. He didn't make it there, and he didn't make it into 3 or 4. So, I mean, I'm not really complaining. It would have been at least, I think, a little bit cooler just to see him try to go for it. But shout out to Quinn. He did a great job. Shout out to Lucas there. He also did a great job getting back up there to 5th.
Yeah, good night for the team. You guys did very well. You have those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for us tonight.
Yeah, shout out to you for broadcasting. CC Racing, Blood Drag Esports, M9 Setups. They do a great job over there. Everyone that's on here, you got their Ally 48s, or well, 16 tonight. We fixed the number.
Yeah,
so
you fixed it.
it,
I can't call you a hack
about
this
it.
week.
You can't call me a hack anymore. I did wreck last week pretty bad, but not this week.
There you go. All right, bud. Congrats on the victory tonight, and we will see you in the next race, my friend.
Yep, thank you.
Blake Giglio bringing it home in the victory lane. I almost said second. Bringing it home in victory lane tonight. Congrats to him and the CTC Racing team on their 1-2 finish. And let's look at our final results for tonight. A bumpy night. Kind of expected in the Super Speedway style of racing, which is why a lot of people not a big fan of this new Atlanta. But we got what we got. Blake Giglio, Quinn Newton, Cody Cleaver, Paul Gallimore, and Lucas Hoisman picking up top 5s. Then you have Jackson Carr, Mark Dingman, Ian Montrose, Justin Horton, Daniel Llewellyn rounding out your top 10. Mike Chris, Jeremy Scher, Kelly Hyatt, Jake Lawrence, Scott Elston, Cliff Mullins, J.R. Deal, Derek Catt, Dalton Hayes, Lilith Peters, your top 20. Final page, some drivers running with some tough luck. Vikey went down early, had to take a tow, and just stayed 3 laps down the whole race, never could get those back. Dario had a strong run most of the night, but a late wreck took him out. And then Mike Edwards, Ethan Evers, the teammates were involved in 2 wrecks together. Beautiful. Gotta love it as a car owner. And then Dave Hoytsma, first car out of the race back in 25th. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We have to thank our friends over at Fort Worth Screen Printing. There we go. My God, I can't talk tonight. My brain is so scattered. Fort Worth Screen Printing and the Fort Worth Screen Esports team. John T. Garrett, those folks over there helped us put on our broadcast. So I have to say thank you to those folks, fwscreen.com and fwspdesign.com. Go check out those 2 sites, pick you up some merchandise, and yeah, have a wonderful time. Thank you guys so much for being here for tonight's race. We'll be heading on over to the truck race tomorrow night. I hope you are able to make it back here for that, and we will see you guys tomorrow night.